Aguascalientes is the capital of the Mexican state of Aguascalientes, and its most populous city with a population of about 1.3 million people. Originally a Chichimeca Indian territory, the city was founded in 1575 by Juan de Montoro, his family, and accompanying families. They were relocating from Lagos de Moreno under the name of Villa de Nuestra Señora de la Asunción de las Aguas Calientes, meaning the village of Our Lady of the Assumption of the Hot Waters, in reference to the chosen patron saint and to the many thermal springs found close to the village, which still remain to this day. It would serve as an outpost in the Silver Route, while politically it was part of the Kingdom of Nueva Galicia. The village was originally conceived as a minor garrison and a rest stop between the cities of Zacatecas and Lagos de Moreno, with the end goal of protecting the silver in its route to Mexico City from the Chichimeca. Although the founders did not envision it becoming a major city, it would eventually become the capital of a newly formed state when the territory separated from the adjacent state of Zacatecas in 1835, eventually becoming a capital of a new state in 1857. During the Porfiriato era, Aguascalientes was chosen to host the main workshops of the Mexican Central Railway Company, bringing an industrial and cultural explosion. The city hosted the Revolutionary Convention of 1914, an important meeting of war generals during the Mexican Revolution. The historical center of Aguascalientes was born out of 4 distinct neighborhoods. The oldest of these is the Barrio del Encino, which is technically older than Aguascalientes proper. Founded in 1565 by the Andalusian Hernán González Berrocal, the neighborhood was originally named Triana, after the neighborhood in Seville, Spain. The second neighborhood is the Barrio de San Marcos, which has its roots in the early 17th century as an indigenous settlement on the outskirts of the then village of Aguascalientes. Between 1628 and 1688, some communal land was allocated to the community, but the indigenous people still worked on Spanish-owned farms and produced goods to sell to Aguascalientes. Meanwhile, they organized the construction of a simple hospital and a chapel. The original chapel was replaced by the current Templo de San Marcos, completed in 1763. This church is the spiritual headquarters of the Feria Nacional de San Marcos, one of the biggest fairs in the country. The third neighborhood is the Barrio de Guadalupe, which began its development as a string of shops and trading posts alongside the road leading from Aguascalientes to Jalpa and Zacatecas during the latter half of the 18th century. The old part of the city revolves around downtown. The most notable building here is the Baroque Government Palace, dating from 1664 and constructed out of red volcanic stone. It is known for its 100 arches. The prominent Baroque cathedral, begun in 1575, is the oldest building in the city. The tall column in the center of the main square dates from colonial times. It held a statue of the Spain's viceroy, which was toppled when the country gained independence. The current sculpture on its summit commemorates Mexican independence. Aguascalientes' historic downtown is home to several museums, including the Aguascalientes Museum, the city's art museum, housed in a classical-style building designed by the beloved self-trained architect Refugio Reyes, and the State History Museum, which is housed in an elegant Art Nouveau mansion. The Gothic structure of the Los Arquitos Cultural Center used to be one of the first bathhouses in the city. Declared a historic monument in 1990, The Ojo Caliente is also an original bathhouse still in use today and fed with thermal springs. La Estación Historic Area contains the old train station and railway museum, which at some point in 1884 formed the largest rail hub and warehouses in all of Latin America. Formed on a tradition of farming, mining, and railroad and textile industry, contemporary Aguascalientes has attracted foreign investment of automobile and electronics companies due to its peaceful business climate, strategic location, and existing infrastructure. According to the World Bank, Aguascalientes has one of the most business-friendly environments in Mexico. 240 multinationals were installed during the last 30 years, representing the United States, Japan, Spain, France, Germany, Sweden, and Brazil, among others. 70% of Japan's investment in Mexico is in Aguascalientes. Softtech, the largest software development company in Mexico, has large operations in Aguascalientes. The city is home to 2 large Nissan manufacturing plants, including the most important outside of Japan. Among other models of cars, they manufacture the Sentra and the Versa. The Aguascalientes plants are responsible for the majority of Mexico's overall annual production of 850,000 Nissan automobiles. Due to their presence, the city has a significant Japanese population. Texas Instruments has one plant in Aguascalientes, which is dedicated to integrated circuitry. There are also several companies that work in the robotics industry, the most notable being Fanuc Robotics. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have many more videos of Aguascalientes, including the various historical neighborhoods, as well as the different things you can do in and out of the city, like going on hikes or enjoying some of the local cuisine. You can find all those videos in the playlist that is linked in the description below this video. You'll also find a link to another playlist of when I bicycled through Mexico. That was part of a larger trip, bicycling through Latin America. I've also bicycled through Eastern Africa and Central and Eastern Europe, and I have playlists for all those countries that I've bicycled through available on this very same YouTube channel, Hum of the Earth. Alternatively, if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I've been and all the things that I got to see and do, I have that interactive map available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. Where you can click on the different locations and see all the blog posts and videos that I've made of those places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures through Mexico and beyond, you can do so by clicking on the red subscribe button and clicking on the bell to be notified when new videos come out. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.